top 5 draws in the UFC. Number one's got to be Chimaev. Oh no, number one's got to be Connor. Number two's got to be Chimaev, right?
No, I think number two is probably Jones right now.
Oh, Jones. Yeah, I forgot about Jones. Oh, because of his return, right?
Yeah, because of his return. I think for me, my top three is Connor, Jones, Chimaev, and then right outside of that, I would say Izzy. And if I had to put
Sean
anyone else in
O'Malley.
there, I would say maybe O'Malley at this point.
O'Malley. Yeah. Who else would be up there? I'm trying. Oh, maybe Charles is. Oh, Islam.
I don't know if he's a draw,
But I think because of the whole Khabib thing, maybe.
but the thing is, look at his followers, look at his fame. Like it's not on that level.
But a lot of people were like tuning. The thing is that the thing about that there was like Charles's fights. Also about Charles, the argument for Charles is, I mean, I don't know if he has a draw anymore because they lost.
Charles
But like
has a
people
lot
were
of
tuning into
followers.
his fights. You know,
6 million, by the way.
people were tuning into Charles's fights. Like
Yeah.
his Dustin fight and
Yeah, I would
his,
say that. I would say O'Malley's a bit overrated as a draw. Like I'd say Charles and
but
Islam are
not
probably
any,
bigger than
but
him.
not any. Like I think Charles is his. He lost that after that
He
loss.
lost a
You
little
know,
bit of
and I
that.
think Islam has gained some. So I think for me, number one is obviously is Connor. Number two has got to be Chimaev Jones. Then Chimaev number three. I think number four would be Izzy for sure, and I think number five would be Islam. Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
think that's a
my
decent
list.
list as
And
well.
then probably Sean O'Malley number six, and then Patty's not even in the top 10 anymore. I
No.
think he lost all that.
Who do you think that the UFC will ever have a star that maybe not as big as Connor, but do you think that within our lifetime we'll see another guy that like is able to be like close to what Connor was? Not the same personality, not the same accent, just be like as big as that, but in MMA. Like where you transcend the sport and like people that don't even watch MMA know you. Do you think we'll ever see that? Like
I
anyone
think
that's
I think eventually, but not for a
I
while
wonder who it's gonna be
because
because
so
I
much
don't think right now there's anyone that can do it.
nobody right now. I don't think. I
Yeah.
mean,
You have
because
to
like
have someone first of all that's like English, that's like really or first of all, if Hamza
also the
Chimaev could finish
dress.
like the next 10 fights, then he'll maybe get there.
No, I don't know about that because I think Connor, there's more to it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, like
it was the
I hope there can
charisma.
be someone, man.
It was the charisma. Like it was his style
And the
and stuff
knockouts
like
and
that.
all that, everything. You have
Like
to have a guy
Chimaev.
that's going to be a champion and going to be extremely entertaining as well.
Yeah, and like I mean, like
The
who's
UFC, dude, Conor McGregor was like literally lightning in a bottle. Like you couldn't get any luckier
he's
than getting
the
a guy like
Muhammad
that in your
Ali
sport.
of the UFC? You know, like
Conor McGregor is one of the most he like Raul Rosas Jr. said this. Like he does not get enough credit. He really does not get
he
enough
doesn't.
credit.
Oh, and
Like
especially on the all-time list.
he is the most important dude in MMA history. Like
He
without a
changed the
doubt.
sport. He
He
completely
changed
changed
the
the sport.
sport. Like
You know what I'm saying? And like
Connor
he's also
Connor is
double
literally like
champion.
there will never be someone like that again
Also,
ever.
who would they ever let? Because you also got to remember, they also let Connor fight Floyd. There, that at that point, there has to be another
Yeah, like who
Floyd.
would you let fight Canelo in the
But
UFC? Like
like Floyd
Usman? Fuck
was,
no.
but you got to also realize that Floyd was a way bigger star than Canelo
Yeah,
too.
he was. He
So
was a
like,
way bigger star.
so you have to find a guy in boxing who's a huge star too. Then you have to find a guy in the UFC who's a huge star at the same time, and have them fight each other to be
Yeah,
as big of a star as Connor. And
I
I don't
know.
know if that'll
I
ever
mean, this was
happen.
like only a year or
You
so
know?
after, only a year or two after Floyd had his last serious like boxing fight.
Yeah.
So I think, man, I really hope that I'll see that one day because I'll be honest, I wasn't there. I wasn't like a hardcore UFC fan when Conor was really on his come up before he became a champion. Like I would have loved to see that shit, man. I mean, I knew about him, I'd heard about him, but I wasn't like watching it, unfold. And dude, it sucks because I really got to see Connor. Like, I got to see a couple cool moments. I got to see him, with the Diaz fights, and I got to see him with the Eddie Alvarez fight. But like, I just want to see Connor come back and win, KO someone. I wish he would have
Anybody.
KO'd Dustin Poirier.
Yeah. And he had
I
a
wish
chance
he would
in
have,
the first
dude.
fight.
How cool would it have been if Connor, when he came back to fight Dustin in the rematch in Abu Dhabi, where he get knocked out in the second round? How cool would it have been if Connor knocked him out? That
Yeah.
would have been
That,
that would have been so big for the UFC.
that would
And,
be
and
unreal.
Dustin, it was a cool moment for Dustin because we had never seen Connor get knocked out. So
Yeah, no, I don't know. Actually, now that I really think about it, I don't think there's ever gonna be a guy like Connor again. So I just think that so much has to match up, and I just
Like
don't know if
maybe,
that'll be the case.
damn, dude. I mean, like, fuck, man.
But I mean, I
I
think we'll see.
hope, bro. I really hope, but like you're right, there will never be another guy like him. There may never be, but I think maybe like right now there's no one because no one has that. Like a lot of the good fighters, they're too invested in their training and their career, and that they don't spend time on like the marketing and the personality. Like Connor was so goddamn good that he could do both. Like
Yeah. Also, there's guys
and
like I think.
that personality came from like him knowing how good he was.
Mhm.
And he was like, you have to have a guy that's gonna be champion, that's so good, but also, speaks English and is the shit on the mic
Dresses well, like,
and
and
do
also
everything.
got the swag. Like he looks good.
Damn, dude, like he Connor,
I don't know. I don't know if there'll ever be another Connor. True, I don't think so.
I could see the reason why people think Connor's the best. Like he's now that I think about it, he's the champ. And Dana White watching Patty Pimblett not even get by Jared Gordon. How pathetic is that?
Yeah, I hope they give up on him. Like I
Patty could have
really
been a
hope.
cool guy if he actually was any
He would
good
have never been like a Connor though.
because he sucks.
Never. Yeah, he's a fucking awful fighter.